So let's get started. The first thing I have, let me get my desk sort of cleaned up here. The first thing I have is this top thin box. And I haven't opened it mainly just because I wanted to stay tried and true to the situation. But what is it? Well, I think it's a train. This one is probably fairly easy to figure out. The other two boxes are not marked. They're just kind of like, one says like business files. Like, okay, like it's probably just somebody just threw some stuff in there and said, and then sometimes my son or my wife's uncle would help out and they would price stuff and they say, hey, here's what we bought today. And I just wouldn't always know. So I gave them guidelines on how to look at some stuff. And, sometimes people would just give us stuff because they just wanted it to go to like a new good home. So I'm hoping what's in here is an actual Louis Marx train set. So let's just double check. It felt heavy, and sure enough, it is a train. So I probably could have opened it up ahead of time and knew for sure it wasn't full of bricks. I have seen that before. Back in my days of Toys R Us, people would like return all sorts of stuff with a receipt and it was all taped up and people wouldn't look in it and like you'd get an Xbox and all it was is like bricks inside. So, okay. So what do we have here? Well, it looks like we have, I actually have a Louis Marx train set already. It's more of like a town. This was kind of considered toy grade, but here's the weird thing about it. It's considered toy grade, but it's built basically like a Lionel. It's just not to scale as much as like maybe a Lionel would be. But let's just see what's inside here. 72. So this is one of the tenders. It's in really good shape still. All the wheels still move, it looks like. Um, Everything's still basically there. It's amazing how some of this stuff just gets preserved, right? Through time. Bureau of Ordnance, U.S. Army. Look at that. That's kind of crazy, huh? I mean, oh, and it does open and shut. So that's nice. Nice little detail. All right, so what's next? What we have here looks like a flatbed. And you can kind of see how this is not super scale, right? Just kind of, a little silly looking. Um, I'd say silly, but you can kind of tell. Like if this was Lionel, there'd be a lot of detail on these pieces here. So, that's what made it kind of fun because like if Pops had a train and the kids wanted one, here's your alternative, right? And it'd run on the same track as your Lionel would. All right, this is one of my favorites. Look at this. It's an intact spotlight. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I mean, is that supposed to be the caboose, maybe? I guess so. And look, the wire's still intact. It probably needs a little help for that pickup line that runs in the middle. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Here's, hold on a second. This is a missile launcher. What the heck? Oh, it works. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? He has the spring in there. The missile launcher still works. Oh, that is so cool. Oh man. Okay. Well, I don't know. Some people might take offense to this. I think it's kind of fascinating time in history. Um, and what is this? What is that dude doing? He's just kind of like, is he getting like a newspaper there or something? It just looks funny. This is, I guess, plastic. But look at see how it's molded? It's so weird looking. It has like these little like striations and stuff in it. I guess just the sign of the times, like when they were molding this stuff, right? It's probably all injection molded. Oh no, I dropped one of it. But yeah, I can't believe that little missile launcher still works. That is so hilarious. It has a whole bunch of like dudes with it. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, there's a little, I guess, cannon or something set up. Pretend you're going to war, which is probably not a cool thing anymore, right? But, you know, a long time ago, this is just like a time capsule, right? It's just a signal of what was on people's minds. So let's look at the train. Man, it's heavy. Like real heavy. You can see the standard deployment here of what this would run. Like I said, it would run, I believe these are AC. I'm going to double check. It has a power supply over here we can look at. And it looks like this has steam feature. Yeah, so there's the steam port. It does have a light. We don't know if it's... Okay, so the power supply is here. I do have some spare track for this, so maybe we try to set it up and run it sometime. So sometimes there's like copyright dates on stuff, but you never know. Let's see here. Yep, its AC output is 50 watts. Made in the USA. Look at that. It's just old school, man. That is really cool. I'm kind of excited for this because I love trains.